Let's see. So yeah, guys, I'm gonna make a video. In this video, I'm gonna be talking about my comeback, okay? So in the meme community, I figured TikTok had a recent update where now they care more about engagement as a whole while it's a trend. Whilst before they cared more about the picture of the trend. So it seems like they're kind of going back to their old ways in a certain extent. And guess what? I actually blew up on TikTok for original content. For skits again. I didn't think it was possible. But you know, my fans didn't doubt me. They didn't doubt me. Not one bit. They didn't doubt me. They believed. And I'm grateful for that, you know. You know, it really matters when the real people are there for you, you know, and they know you can do better, you know. And they know you can do what you want, you know, and they know you could do what you put your mind to. And, you know, my OG fans never stopped believing in my comedy skits. It was just that TikTok wasn't pushing them out enough because, I don't know why, but either way. And I also could have interacted with my community more too. That's what I could have done on my part. And I could have posted more original content. Because based on what you post overall, that's kind of what TikTok categorizes you in. And I think I might be categorized in comedy now. Because I had, guys, one time there was a joke. This wasn't, I don't think it was in a mean way. But one time my uncle joked around saying something about, I have man titties. I don't know if he said man titties or I have titties or something like that. So, and this was in like a joking way. Because basically I was fatter than I used to be. So, and like I said, it wasn't in a mean way. But, so basically, I always have ideas on my head of skits, right? And I thought, hey, embrace something that I can turn into something positive or, you know, or something funny, you know? Because sometimes the man titties can be a bit of an insecurity and a specialty, you know? So, basically, I made a joke saying, or a meme or post, whatever, saying, when I made a joke saying, me when someone insults me for my man titties, and then I said, there's nothing wrong with having some meat on you. And that post blew up in a matter of hours. I couldn't believe it. I was like, wow. I did not expect that to blow up. Maybe there's some aspects of the algorithm that are still kind of about engagement once you have a community a little more. So they know who to push it out to more. And that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to increase my community on these apps now. I don't really use Instagram enough to... I usually use Instagram just to repost stuff over. So my main place for a community right now would probably be TikTok. Because TikTok is where I started and I'm trying to roll it out there. And I really do want to make people laugh. I want to inspire people. I want to entertain. This video is currently at around 1.7 and 1.8 million views. Got a lot of comments on it. 200,000 something likes. Yeah, my reactions don't get them type of likes for a million. For a million, the reactions don't get those types of engagement. I think I had like 1,000 or a couple thousand comments too. I think like over 10,000 or 13,000 saves or 12,000, I don't remember exactly. And the shares was over 10,000 shares for a comedy skit. And when you get 10,000 shares for a comedy skit, they find it relatable, funny. They share it to the meme pages, and, you know, everybody was entertained, and, you know, that's important to me. I like to entertain people, you know. I like to have a positive message with my entertainment, you know. And I like to turn my insecurities into comedy so people can laugh, so it cheers all of us up, you know. I don't want to be a person that didn't get to use his talent, and I was too afraid of what everyone else thought around him, because I always had that problem. I worried too much about what everyone else around me thought. I'll give a couple of examples. In some cases, what my peers thought. In some cases, what my teachers thought. Like, one time, there was this one teacher who said, oh, the students said you were posting some crazy stuff on your TikTok. And, you know, yeah, and, you know, I just want to be able to do this, you know. The community is eating my comedy up. Now that I'm getting categorized, and now that I'm growing the community by interacting with the fans again, and going live, commenting, posting consistent comedy, the fans are really liking it. Like they're loving this. They're like, wow, he's back, you know? And I probably had at least 20 comments at least saying, wow, he's back, oh, I remember him, you know what I mean? So don't get me wrong, I have no problems with having people from other countries, but like even with this, also another thing with this new algorithm is I feel like they're pushing stuff more towards people in your own country than ever, which isn't necessarily a bad thing. Plus with the Oracle thing too, it could have something to do with that. But and the engagement also matters, like whether it's shares, likes, comments, it matters more than it used to. Kind of similar to 2019 actually, in 2018. It actually kind of similar to 2018. But guys, thank you so much for the support. Thank you so much, guys. I was too worried about what other people thought, so I just stared at a screen. I was too worried about the followers specifically and not the community. You guys do realize if you have a big community, the second something really goes viral, you're really going to hit on that. And you're going to have way more engagement coming to your profile. And way more people consistently coming back to check it out, you know? I mean, it doesn't matter if you post a lot or a little. That's not really what matters. Because you're basically getting put on the For You page, put to a lot of new people. But when you have the communities who care about you, and you build a bond with your followers through your content or through your live streams or whatever you do, it really speaks volume, you know? Like the comedy skits, I put my real personality in those, you know? There's a lot of comedians that don't do that, you know, and that's why people love me, and that's why I get so many shares, because I'm just authentic, you know, and I'm a really funny person. I'm a very unique person, so it really brings more people, you know. I gotta stop trying to be like everybody else, you know. I mean, I could still do like trends and stuff, but I mean, in my personal life, I feel like I'm too much of a people pleaser, and I'm too much like everybody else. And you know what's crazy? There was times where I was going to the club where I was having the edibles and I started getting drunk. But you know what happened, guys? I saw this one dancer at the club. This guy went every week, no drinks. I'm so glad my DJ friend told me about that. Thank you, DJ Jason. Thank you for the tip, brother. Thank you, broski. Alright, basically what he told me is he went every week without drinking, or he doesn't drink, you know? So, when I heard that, I was like, that guy does it every week without drinking. I was like, you know what? And I went to the club before without drinking. I went several different times without drinking. But I didn't fully get into the zone to my full potential, you know what I mean? Not to my full potential, is what I'm saying. And I always had a great time at the club, don't get me wrong, but I didn't go into my zen, you know? This time, I went into my zen. I danced more than ever, to the point where I woke up the next morning aching from how good I did. No alcohol, so it wasn't alcohol. No edibles, none of that. So yeah, I was physically drained because of how good I did in the lack of sleep too. But I mean, I was physically drained anyway because I did so good that night. I had to wash the hoodie the next day. And wow, yeah. I mean, I have to do that anyway because I do the warm on the floor anyway and drink, so yeah, I did that anyway. But yeah, I did so good, you know. And I did what I had to do, you know. And I'm proud he told me because, you know, that might have seemed like something small. But if I was able to go out and kill it that much, to the point where I had that much people entertain me, and to the point where I just did it because I wanted to do it, and because I wanted to have a good time by myself without having a group of people that are with me, and because I did it because I wanted to do it, it really just shows a lot. It really says a lot, you know what I mean? And it might seem small, but it's actually really big because I did what I wanted to do. I went out, and I can almost say my DJ friend and that guy were both an inspiration to me. I just stopped worrying what other people thought, you know? I mean, hearing other people's input once in a while is good, but, like, when you worry too much to where you're not living it up, it's a problem. You know what I mean? Like that, you know? And I'm very glad that I was inspired. Just like, I don't know, something told me with this new algorithm update, something just told me, try the comedy skits again. Something just told me. The dances are not right now. Not really. Plus, I got the major fame from my comedy skits anyway. The comedy skits were what really made me, though. Yeah, I mean, I had some viral dances back on Musically, but that was Musically, and I had some decent ones on TikTok. But what really made me, and what made my fans remember me was my skits. Plus, if I dance, I don't want to dance the way everybody else dances. I want to do my own dance to the trend, just like it used to be on Musically. That's how Musically used to be, and it should be like that now. Where you just feel it, you just get into it, you don't stress out. You just get into the vibe of the song. That should be the entertainment industry. It should be about getting into it, just feeling the moment. That's what the entertainment industry should be about. Or at least 50% of it, like give it more of a balance. Yeah, at least give it more of a balance. And, guys, we made the GTA one at 30,000 already. The Charlie D'Amelio one, I think like 50 or 60,000. I had the She's Not Crazy, She's Hot, 800,000 for that stitch. And I also had another stitch where I hit 40,000. And guys, we really made it possible. Okay, it might not be instantaneous. It might not be overnight. It might not be today, it might not be tomorrow, but if I build a community where they like my content and they keep watching it, I'm going to be put on their For You page. And they're going to come back to my profile too. So I'm going to have people entertained, you know what I mean? And I know the main thing right now is to build a community, whether it's through what I post or through my live, if I can go live that day or whatever, depends on the schedule. But yeah, I'm just saying, this stuff really matters, Like, just doing stuff just for the fun of it, Not worrying about what other people think. I'm autistic, so I always get overstimulated in social situations, and I always have, like, really bad anxiety and sometimes really bad depression. But, I just really... And I also have really bad focusing problems, and I have really bad learning problems. Even though I'm intelligent, I'm very intellectual. But, yeah, like... And I'm very passionate towards very specific things. But I don't want people to say, oh, he has a disability, so we can't make fun of him, so we can't joke around with him, so we can't make a comedy of him, so we can't. No, people gotta stop getting offended with comedy, okay? It's comedy, not politics, okay? It's comedy, okay? It's not the same thing, okay? It's not activism, it's comedy, okay? It's not the same, okay? Alright? I'm just saying. It's different, okay? I'm just gonna leave it at that. I'm not gonna keep going on about that. Alright, so I'm gonna get on about my positive message. My dad told me I could be a comedian. Like, when I mentioned acting, he said, you should be a comedian. Ironically, I got viral. I had 1.8 million views. And also, the other thing he said was a lawyer. No, I don't think a lawyer. I think the comedian's better. Because, yeah, I always just knew how to be funny. I was just always told. People always said, you're nice, you're funny. But I think the funny one was the one they actually meant. Because anybody can say you're nice just to say something, Like, that's like the first thing, if people don't have anything to say, just say you're nice, But I feel like with the funny one, I have people tell me in my comments on my lives, I'm the funniest person they've ever seen. I've had someone at the Votech tell me, I made a joke one time about, when she said something about dog turd, something like that, I said, Neil, that's disgusting, or that smells terrible. And she said, I'm the funniest person she ever met, because there's just something about my demeanor when I'm authentic that just makes people laugh, Because I'm just a very unique person. I'm just a very comical person. And I have a lot of personality when I let it out because I'm a very strong energy. So when I let it out, it just becomes a lot, And I just want to let people know that they got to live for themselves, not for their family, not for their friends, not for their community, for like their community and like their hometown and all that. You gotta live for yourself, okay? You gotta live for you. That's how you'll be happy. That's how your brain will be free. That's how your heart will be free. And that's how you'll be happy. And that's how you'll live a successful, long, and healthy life. Trust me, I know what I'm talking about. I've been there. I've been through it all with that aspect. So yeah, I really hope I can inspire people with my comeback. I want to keep trying, see what happens. I want to keep going at this. I want to keep interacting with the community on TikTok. I really hope we can make something out of this. I really hope we can make this long term. Because I'm kind of tired of staring at a screen. I really do want to really go viral off these skits. And I really do want to have a really big community off these skits. Thanks for watching. I love you all so much.